PossibleFaun, and today we are playing Wicked Willow, so let's get into it.
We're
Alright.
gonna be cat burglars. Ha! Get it?
Yeah, real funny. I've had enough excitement for one day. How about tomorrow?
It's a date. I guess I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
Oh, I've got a few movies I wanted to catch. It's real easy to sneak into a theatre when you're a black cat, you know.
Right. Lydia? What are you doing here?
I'll snap.
You're not brave enough to try going vegan, are you?
I wouldn't put it quite like that. But I must confess, this place isn't exactly my cup of tea.
I like her whole
So
get up.
I'm just here to post some flyers.
Really?
For what? God Club or something?
Oh, so you've heard of the original Righteous Word student group?
What?
No. I was just kidding. That's really what you're putting up flyers for? I think you came to the wrong place.
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
There's a witch in the closet.
After we finish our prayer circle and Bible study, we're going to witness and distribute food to the homeless. That's something even a bleeding heart liberal like yourself should be interested in, right?
So, she's interesting because something tells me, she doesn't, I don't know, because she's kind of doing that thing, when you're, in a religious setting and people are, conversing with one another, and it's they're being nice, but there's, something off about it. I get that type of vibe from her. She's even trying to put something out that we, air quote, relate to, but she's just being, snobbish about it.
I'd rather starve a free woman than be a slave with a full belly.
Nope, that makes sense. I agree.
Willow, I'm surprised at you. Why do you wear the symbol of our Lord and Savior if you're going to mock His word?
Ugh, how many times do I have to explain this? I'm wearing it ironically. Don't you get it?
Not really.
Hmm.
But not to worry, Willow. I'll say some prayers on your behalf.
Oh no.
Please don't.
The only way to stop me is to come to the meeting and say your prayers yourself.
I'll see you in hell first.
Okay, so did you see how she did that? It's she's being backhanded in the way that she's doing it, but it seems like she wants to hang out with us in a way. Or I could just be assuming, because I want them to be enemies to lovers, but
Oh, angry are we? Did you know that's one of the 7 deadly sins?
Yes, I did. Isn't pride one of the others?
Well, I've got some more flyers to post. Until next time, Willow.
Damn, what a long-ass day. Well, nothing like home sweet.
I like her whole get
You're
up.
back late.
Oh, he's in our house.
You! How'd you even know where I live?
I didn't, actually. All I had was this address. Didn't know I'd need an apartment number. So I took a little climb up the trees, checking out each room. Do you know how many people in this building change their clothes with the windows wide open?
Oh my.
I gotta tell you, I got a much better show right here than I had at the theatre.
Oh no.
Ugh, you're a little pervert.
I didn't pry their windows open, did I? I made myself happy. And if anybody saw me, they just thought I was a curious cat.
Ugh, whatever.
So I wonder if
How'd
that
you
used to
even
be
know
a
which room was
person.
mine?
Are you serious? Who else's could this be? It looks like a hippie exploded in here.
I can't help being born in the wrong decade.
Oh.
You
one of
think you were
those.
born in the wrong decade. Try being born in...
And he's old.
What?
So he
All
must
I'm
be
saying is the
human and
90s is a bloody golden age.
If that's true, we're in for a wild ride in the future.
old.
Speaking of
so
wild
they're in
rides
the
in the
90s.
future, are you ready for tomorrow?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Ooh, transition.
Hey, Willow.
Yes?
Can't sleep, eh?
Not if you keep trying to talk to me.
Right. I'll try and keep things quiet.
Good.
I just wanted to say that...
I knew it wouldn't last long.
Oh, shut it for one lousy second, eh? I'm trying to say something nice here. I want to say thank you for adopting me as your pet and letting me live with you.
Oh, when did that happen?
That didn't happen. I didn't say that.
I know sometimes it's hard for you to find the words.
Oh no, did you just let himself
But either way,
Okay.
thanks. It really means a lot to me.
Wow.
You can't just thank me for something that's not happening. Do you only hear what you want to hear?
What's that? I can stay with you rent-free? And you're going to give me fresh milk every day?
Nah, kitty, you gotta work for your
Oh,
stay.
Willow, you're too kind. You really shouldn't.
You're right. I shouldn't. And I won't. The only milk in this place is soy milk.
You want me to die of thirst over here?
If it's the only way to get you to shut up.
How about you buy me whichever brand's the most expensive, as a compromise?
No.
Whatever.
And real milk on my birthday?
Fine. Just let me sleep.
And Christmas? What else are we going to leave out for St. Nick? Do you think he's going to dunk them cookies in soy?
Yeah.
Okay. Christmas too. Sleepy time now.
Sure. Night, Willow. Hey, Willow. What about Groundhog Day?
Oh my goodness.
If you don't shut up and let me sleep, right now, I swear to God I'm using my magic to burn this apartment to the ground with both of us inside. Got it?
Look at his face.
Got it?
It's like that Pikachu meme.
We'll talk about Groundhog Day tomorrow.
Hello, would you like to help save the planet today? No? Alright then.
Aw,
Hello,
Avery.
would you like to help save the planet today? Already did that. I don't know how that's possible, but thanks for your enthusiasm. Hello, would you like to... Oh, hey, Willow.
Which group's got you begging for money this time?
The Environmental Lifeline Fund.
And what do they do?
Sadly, you're the first person to ask me that. It's about helping the rainforest.
The struggle.
By planting trees?
They're thinking a bit bigger. ELF is trying to fund lobbying efforts to get Congress to push for a ban on imports from companies whose clear-cutting policies destroy the sustainability of the Earth's ecosystems.
Whoa, stop drilling. You already struck oil.
That's an odd metaphor for being sold on an environmentalist pitch, but I guess I'll take it. Want to help me canvass?
I gotta get to the bank first.
I'll go with you. I'll drop off the donations I've gotten so far today.
We have to burn down the bank to make a statement.
Donations? What donations? You donated to yourself, didn't you?
Well, I didn't want to tell the group I went home empty-handed.
Oh.
Don't
struggle.
worry, your secret's safe. And save a pledge form for me. And after we hit the bank, I'll be sure to donate something too.
Aw, thanks. I just can't imagine what the world would be like without forests. They're such magical places.
Probably.
Well, I mean, not literally, but it feels like that sometimes, right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to
This
sustain
place
on
doesn't
Earth.
seem so bad. Although, I don't know what a bad bank would look like. I mean, it's not like I expected to see a bunch of evil demons behind the counters.
Speak of the devil.
Oh no.
Well, hi there. Welcome to.
Oh, she works at the bank.
It's just you.
Lydia? What are you doing here?
I work here as a receptionist.
I'm actually a bit surprised to see you in a place like this. Didn't Jesus run the money changers out of the temple?
You've read your Bible. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Whatever.
I think the better question is, what are you doing here, Willow?
Excuse me?
Not
I
here to
think
burn
we
down the
both
bank.
know you aren't here to ask for a small business loan. As a socialist, you don't believe in money. Now, isn't that right?
Of course not. Do you even know what socialism is?
All I know is if it worked for the Russians, they'd have won the Cold War, right? Why don't you just go home right now? There's nothing here for someone like you.
Hey, I have as much right to be here as anyone.
Actually, you don't. This building doesn't allow pets.
I am not a pet. Willow, shout that into her ear.
Actually, he's more like an emotional support animal.
I guess that
Are
makes
you
it legal.
serious?
Still haven't answered my question, Willow. Why are you here?
Because this bank is evil. You care
Okay.
so much for the homeless, Lydia? Well, this place is plotting to make people lose their homes.
What are you talking about?
Just finished dropping off my $5.
Oh, how cute.
Lydia, hi. Nice to see you.
If only Willow felt that way. Your friend was just explaining her theory that this proud financial institution is secretly evil.
I'm telling you, this company that you work for is nothing but robber barons.
Willow, you're letting your imagination run wild. I'm asking you to leave.
Fine. If you want to let the thieves rob the common people, then by all means, be my guest.
Burn it, Willow. Burn it to the
Avery,
ground.
let's...
Oh! Oh! Gunshots.
Everyone get down on the ground, now! We're
Oh,
robbing
no.
this place!
Oh my goodness.
No, I know! A Blondie here gets her brains blown out!
Oh my gosh!
Some luck you got, eh, Willow? Calling the bank a bunch of robbers, then the real bank robbers show up.
It is pretty ironic. Wait a minute. Oh my god. What if that wasn't just a coincidence? Did my powers accidentally bring these people here?
That's funny.
Willow, fireball time over here.
Fireball?
If I try to use magic to fix things, and it goes bad again, it could get even worse. But if I don't do anything, and somebody gets hurt when I have the power to stop it.
Oh. I'm gonna try to stop it.
Okay, Willow, think. Can't just drop a fireball in their
Yeah,
ass. That
I don't
makes the
wanna,
whole
like,
building
hurt
on
'em.
fire.
Turn
I
their
can't just make the robbers disappear.
turn their
It's not
guns
going
into
to
play
look-
guns.
Better to just disarm them, right?
Yeah.
But how? What's the simplest way to disarm a bad person with a gun?
Make it into a toy gun.
Remember the Kent State shootings? Protesters putting flowers into rifles.
Oh, okay. I mean,
That's it. But what if I replace all their bullets with flowers?
Okay, I mean that works.
What the hell is this?
Are you real robbers, or is this some sort of flower delivery prank?
Okay, I just want to take a moment to just take in this image. Oh no, he has allergies. I mean, she's looking good. And okay, I guess that worked. That would have made their guns into toy guns or something.
We're God damn it! Let's get out of here!
Hey, Willow, what kind of flowers are those?
Plumeria, I think. The same kind you get when you get laid in Hawaii.
What I'd give to get...
Oh.
Why are you asking, Avery? You're not allergic, are you?
I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. Just, please get my...
Oh. We have to get him to the hospital.
Avery! Someone call 911!
Willow, it's good to see you. But you didn't need to come all the way across town.
Yes, I did. You're my best friend. And Avery, I'm so sorry that...
You're so sorry about what?
It's my fault we went to the bank.
You couldn't have known what was going to happen.
I guess that's true. I'm just sorry, okay?
Apologizing for nothing? Sounds like you're pulling into Avery.
Yeah, I'm surprised she used flowers though.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm glad I didn't hurt
You're
anyone.
going to be okay, right?
Yeah. Well, probably yeah.
What do you mean probably?
Probably.
They said I had some kind of bad reaction to the brand of epinephrine they used. It had a bad reaction to my liver.
Oh
I mean, my liver had a bad... You get it.
no! What?
What? Your liver?
Hey, it's probably nothing serious.
Probably.
Don't worry about me, Willow. Just go home and get some rest.
Okay, if you say so, Avery.
Is he sick?
So, your sidekick gonna be alright?
Sidekick? Sidekick? That's you! Avery's my best friend. And it's your fault he got hurt! It was your advice that I took.
No. I asked you to drop a fireball, remember? Not poison flowers.
They weren't poisonous, they were... Look, if flowers were so deadly, just think how many people could have been hurt by a real fireball.
Yeah, and then I would have hurt
Maybe
somebody.
just Lydia, if you concentrated hard enough.
Oh.
I don't remember getting crushed to death by that tree branch now, did I?
Why so cheeky?
No, I guess not. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I wanted to help people. What's the point of having powers if they're going to be so destructive? What's the point of being special
If you're just gonna be a wicked witch.
Okay, so I'm thinking, did me using my powers cause Avery to have liver issues? Oh no, did I almost kill Avery, low-key? That's crazy. I think that's what happened. I used my powers, and now he has liver issues. Hopefully he doesn't die or get sick or something.
Yeah. I have a favorite poem for this kind of day. Life's a bitch and then you die.
Wow.
Fuck the world. Let's get high.
I mean...
That's just what someone with your powers needs of you psychedelics, right?
she's not
I
wrong.
guess.
Now me, on the other hand, well, no danger in giving me a little catnip, right?
If I've got to be sober, so do you.
You're no fun.
Lydia, what are you doing here?
Oh my goodness.
Same as you, of course. Just wanted to check in on Avery.
Okay. Maybe they're
Avery's
friends.
my friend, not yours.
How
Why are
selfish.
you really here?
Do you really have to attach some nefarious agenda to everything I do, Willow?
Yes.
First, you say my bank is evil. Now you think I can't have a simple visit with a friend without having some ulterior motive?
No, I'm just a little jumpy lately. You know, from everything that's happened. So, you can't really judge me for being a little suspicious, okay?
Of course not. It was a miracle you even got out of bed today. Bless your heart.
The pettiness.
Is that supposed to be some kind of...
Gotta run now. Church is in a few minutes, hun.
I feel like she's flirting with me.
Okay, first things first. What the hell was Lydia doing in your room?
Wishing me a speedy recovery? Why?
The world doesn't make sense anymore.
Nah.
Fuck. Do I really owe Lydia an apology?
No.
Oh, and
And what?
she brought over a form to sign from the bank. Liability thing, she said.
What?
Let me see that. Agreement to forgo claims of compensation? Oh, I knew it! I knew it! She came in here and forced her pen into the hand of an injured man and...
No, Willow, none of that is right. I signed it of my own free will, okay?
Oh.
What? Why?
It wasn't their fault they had a robbery, was it?
I guess not. It was probably mine.
You look a little tired, Willow. Did you get a good sleep?
We're
Did I
wicked
get a good
witch,
sleep?
Avery.
Who cares?
Well, I care.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't the one who almost died.
You don't have to make it sound so dramatic.
So, you got a clean bill of health then?
Yeah, I'm fine, Willow.
He's lying.
I knew you'd pull through.
Is he sick?
Hey, why do you look like that?
Yeah, he's
Look
sick.
like what?
I know that face, Avery. Spill.
Willow. They're saying the problem with my liver wasn't from the drugs. They're saying I have fetal alcohol syndrome.
Has he always had this?
My mom not only abandoned me, she drank while pregnant, apparently.
Okay.
Fuck. What a bitch!
The only reason why I was wondering, because I know Avery got sick right after we used our powers, so I was wondering was this a liver thing he's always been dealing with, or is this something new? So hopefully, because it's saying he had this since birth, so I'm just gonna assume okay, he was sick before, but yeah, the struggle's real.
Don't say that. I don't know what her circumstances were.
She nearly killed you, and you want to defend her?
Even if she gave me up, she's the only mom I ever had. Willow, I can't just...
Aw.
Okay, fine. But you're healthy, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's fine.
Great! Let's go.
Sure, just let me grab my... nothing. I'll pick it up later.
Your what? Avery.
He beats around the
My
bush too much.
prescription.
Pills? I thought you said you were fine.
I am. I mean, it's for the liver, you know.
Oh, right. So, after you take the pills, you'll be all better?
Yeah, of course. Totally. Well, even with the pills, they said I might run into problems later down the line. People with my kind of damage don't usually live past 50.
Oof.
I'll give you my liver!
See, this is why I didn't want to talk about it. Willow, that's exceedingly generous of you, but...
No, it's not! Cut me open right here. I'm sure I've got liver to spare.
Or, since we technically, our wicked witch, you know, maybe we can probably kidnap a kidney. Now the question is, from whom? Again, we don't have to be like a wicked witch. We can like steal it from maybe somebody who's not making the best choices and causing harm to people. I mean, just magically boop their liver. They won't even know it's gone. They won't even know.
Being a vegan, it's gotta be like extra good, right?
We're not the same blood type, Willow.
We can magic that, don't worry.
Fuck. Look, we'll put you on the donor list then, okay? And...
Look at you, Willow, so determined to fix the future.
That surprises you?
Seems like just yesterday you were saying you didn't want to be ruled by fear of what might come tomorrow.
He's a little condescending.
That was different.
Why? How?
It just was, okay? What am I? On trial here?
I didn't mean to upset you, Willow.
No, you didn't. I've just got a lot going on right now, okay?
Okay, Avery.
Wanna talk about it?
Some other time. You've got enough on your plate.
No, but seriously
No,
though,
let's go get
hopefully
your
he
pills.
doesn't die or something, because that would make me
So,
sad.
everything worked out.
No. Avery's liver is shot, apparently.
Those flowers killed his liver?
No, it was messed up before that.
So that means not your fault, right?
I guess not. No. They just discovered the damage after he came in.
Then presto, no more feeling guilty, right? Matter of fact, you did him a favour, letting him know what's going on in there.
I don't know if it's fair to look at it like that.
Sure it is, everything's fine.
Is
We can
it?
go right back to kicking ours and taking names.
I hope.
That does sound pretty good. Alright, you've convinced me. Let's roll.
But I didn't know about it. I just thought it was allergies.
Avery, what's wrong?
They're saying since my fetal alcohol syndrome was since birth, it's a pre-existing condition.
Oh no!
They're not going to cover my prescription.
Strike again from the American health system. Insurance is a getter, you know. Any pre-existing health conditions, that'll get you. So that means that basically they're not going to cover his prescription because, especially in the US, when you have like certain types of insurances, they'll like cover it if it's like something new. But if you've had this before and let's say it isn't under their list of whatever they're going to cover for whatever medicine, you have to pay for it yourself. And knowing how the American system works, that medicine is going to be expensive. And he looks like a starving college student, so yeah, he's in some trouble.
They're not? Oh, those blood-sucking capitalist scum.
I know, girl, I know.
Can you afford it?
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem.
Well, that's a relief. How much?
A little higher than my rent.
Oh!
Then how can you possibly afford it?
I just didn't want you to have to worry, Willow. This isn't your problem to fix.
Oh, yes it is. Tanya said I've got the power to stop suffering. And I've got to find a way to responsibly use it. If I used my powers, maybe I could just heal Avery's liver completely. Then he wouldn't need the pills or the transplant. But using my powers is always risky. Especially such a big spell. What about a smaller spell? I could try to change the information on the insurance form. That's technically stealing, but fuck those insurance bastards. They ought to cover him. Or maybe I just don't use my powers at all. I could ask Avery to move in with me. Then he wouldn't need to pay rent, and he could afford the pills.
Oh no. Okay, because if I heal Avery, that could like throw the whole thing out of whack, right? Because sometimes, I know especially with time and like people, sometimes certain people are just meant to die. And if you change that, somebody else probably ends up dying. And since we have no control over our powers like that, I think healing him is not the way to go. But then it's like we could do fraud. We could do fraud. But I was wondering, in doing fraud, like, what is that gonna cause? Because I'm thinking, like, fraud is not as bad. Or we could ask him to move in. But would he say yes? That's the question. Fraud asks him to move in. The hooligan inside of me wants to do fraud. But at the same time, maybe I could just ask him to move in. And I think that would be like the least damaged one, you know? So, maybe I can ask him to move in. I feel like people from a distance are like screaming at me from places I don't know, but I'm going to do that one.
Hey, Avery. Can't pay your rent? Then stay at my place.
Stay with me.
Oh, Willow, I couldn't impose.
You're not imposing.
It's
We're
no
best
bother.
friends.
I'm offering.
I know, but only out of a misplaced sense of...
I'm not going to take no for an answer. You're coming, even if I have to wave a magic wand and whisk you there.
Let's hope it doesn't actually come to that.
Yeah, honestly.
Thanks, Willow. I really, really appreciate it. I promise, one day I'll...
Don't worry about it.
You can start by buying me a coffee. I'm feeling thirsty.
This paper
My baby
looks quite
mama.
promising.
What, the Janet Reno thing? Yeah, first woman attorney general, but have you seen her record?
Actually, I'm far more intrigued by what isn't on the paper. No headlines about the bank foreclosing on people. That must have been some job you pulled at the bank, right?
Kind of. I think I might have accidentally summoned a bunch of real bank robbers. I managed to stop them, though.
You stopped them? Why would you do that?
I just wanted to make sure nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
And did you succeed?
Yeah.
Well, no. Avery got sick from the flowers I created. Had to go to the hospital. And the stupid insurance company wouldn't pay for his pills.
Well, I assume you taught them a lesson, right?
No. Given everything that happened in the bank, I thought that might be too risky.
Too risky?
Oh no, she's not gonna like me.
I told Avery he could move in with me. That way he can afford his medicine and...
What kind of wicked witch are you?
Oh no, she doesn't
Hey,
like me anymore.
You were the one that tried to scare me out of using my powers. And you're acting like this is my fault?
Of course not, Willow. But, you see...
If you wanted me to rob the bank or the insurance company, why didn't you say something?
Because I had to stick to the pattern, Willow.
Pattern? What pattern? What are you talking about?
Never mind, Willow. I've learned my lesson about adding to your burdens. Willow, it would be best if you go your own way. Don't come visit me anymore.
Oh no!
What?
She broke up with me. I
Hey,
messed up.
it was my first outing.
I
Give
messed
me another
up.
chance.
You don't understand. My own dark karma has poisoned your journey. If you don't feel content with the way things turn out for you, perhaps one day we will meet again.
Oh, did I make the wrong choice?
You
Ah.
want me to go my own way? Fine by me. I've been doing that my whole life. I don't need you.
You know, I really like this voice acting.
A friendly reminder. The submission deadline for the Fairy Tales Short Story Contest is tomorrow. The winner will receive a $500 scholarship.
May I request my winnings be donated to a worthy cause?
Okay, so I don't know what just happened. I think I made the wrong choice. Was I supposed to be evil? I should have just went with my instinct and committed fraud. Why did I do that? I should have just healed him. Now I lost my beautiful wife. Ugh. I should have been evil. I should have just followed my instinct, but no. I wanted to be good and try it a different way. And now I'm alone. Now I'm freaking alone. And I only have myself to blame. Okay, well, I guess I should end it there then. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I post usually every Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Tuesdays, sometimes Thursdays, sometimes both. And I'm so mad at myself. I can't even close. Have a wonderful day.